How's it going, everybody? My name is Eric Crumpton. I'm a father of three, a husband, and I have been a writer since about 13 years of age. I have 3 self-published books on Amazon, and I think this is my first step into trying to make the stories I write a visual experience for other people.
Hey everybody, my name's Zach Walker. We met at work. I ran into him, and we started talking about his passions and everything that he's got going on, and how he's been trying to kind of make it the past few years. And I jumped on board with him to try to bring his writings into visual effect. And the longer that we've been doing it, the more passionate I am starting to become about it.
Yeah, we do work together.
Yeah.
Split seat. We're both drivers,
Yeah.
so that's a big part of it. And when you're driving, I feel like all you got to do is fucking think.
Yeah.
That's all you get to do all day.
When you're driving a truck, I mean, you're just sitting behind the wheel of a damn semi going up and down the road, and and you ain't got no time really to just stop and take a break. So your mind is going the entire time you're driving.
This we're doing a podcast after the shooting of our first short film, and it actually came to me while I was driving. A few ideas came to me. We'll probably get into that a little bit, but this one hit close home to me personally. And when I pitched it to him, he was on the fence about it because he didn't know if he was going to be able to hold it together during the filming of the project. But I gotta say that this has happened to me before. I did lose one kid that I currently pay child support for now. And then me and my wife went through a rough patch in our first year of marriage. We got married. We had a kid. Everything happened very fast. And she ended up going back to Massachusetts for a little while. And I was in an apartment all by myself for an entire week. So it was an entire week of my life where I kind of felt like how we film today.
Yeah. Just felt hopeless and despaired, because whenever you have kids in a family and they decide that a mother decides to leave the father, it just eats you up inside. You can't find a happy balance between work life and being home alone and just pure silence. It sucks.
It just eats you up inside, man. I think that this is I don't want to say epidemic. That's a strong word.
No, I wouldn't say epidemic, but I would say it's a topic that I feel like it's not talked about enough.
Like how the father feels.
Yeah.
I think, over the last, 4 to 6 decades, it's women have always gotten the children.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which, a maternal figure within a household is super important. Me personally, I believe in a nuclear family.
Yeah.
I believe that there are sacrifices that come with that. You can't just be fucking out there at the bar all the damn time no more. You can't just play video games all day no more. No, yeah. Sometimes you gotta get my fat ass off the couch and go outside to the park. And first couple of years, it feels kind of alien.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like the first year my daughter was born, dude, it felt so difficult for me to remember the fact of, hey, I've got another human being here that I'm supposed to take care of. And that's not a natural ability for a father. Like you have to learn that as your kids are growing up with you. You have to learn that ability, and then you eventually find the innate sense within yourself.
Yeah. I will say the first bit was really easy. I'll be honest with you. Like, she was my firstborn. She was born. My wife would stay with her during the days. I'd stay with her during the nights. I would do the diaper changes. I would do the soothing. I would do the play. Especially with newborns, their sleep system is like super.
Oh my God.
So you got another one coming up, man.
Yeah, I know.
You got a whole new kid coming out soon, dude.
I'm
What are we,
excited.
3 for 3 on September? You got 3 birthdays in 1 month, man.
It's looking like it's going to be another September birthday, man.
Dude.
That's just pretty
I'm
scary.
sorry.
It's pretty scary.
Dude, it's almost as bad as having 3 kids on Christmas.
No, dude, that would be worse.
So
That would be so much worse. What are you talking about?
Christmas was birthday, and birthday was Christmas. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. But the first bit, it feels easy. It's the older that they get that you start becoming a little, like, I don't know, the older mine are getting, it's like, well, they don't need nearly as much attention as they did when they were infants. Now they're kind of toddlers and they're going into first grade, and it's like, oh man, you kind of want to play pretend with your dolls right now, and I want to do that with you, but you're kicking me out right now. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, no, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my daughter, my 5-year-old, she started doing that about the time she turned about between 3.5 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
She got to where she was like, "No, Daddy, I don't necessarily want you to play with me anymore." And it kind of feels like you're being rejected by your own kid.
Yeah, you're getting rejected
Yeah.
by your own fucking kid,
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
yeah.
dude. Oh, it hurts, man. So, I mean, this film that we just got done recording really hits close to both of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're both fathers, and we thought, why not make the first one that we make impact hard for both of us? Now, we do have a bigger one that is written
Yeah.
and ready to be.
We've got a whole scripted process that we're going to put out there, and it's going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says.
We
at least
got-
in my opinion.
And we're getting the equipment. So the equipment problem right now, we're getting it slowly. Right now, we got tripods, we've got phones,
Yeah.
which is what this is being shot on right now. We've got mics,
Right.
a few for what we do have. I have 2 mics. We might utilize this mic as a boom in the future. Actually, off of your fucking recommendation, bringing that up to me. We have a green screen. We have tons of tools that I've collected over the years, because this is something that I've diddle-daddled. What the fuck do they call it? I've toyed with it.
Yeah, there you go, there
I've
you go.
toyed with
Yeah,
this
yeah.
idea for so long. And I gotta really say that if it wasn't for Zach, I don't think that the steps would have been taken to do it. My sister is actually the main lead in our next big one.
Yeah.
It's going to be an hour long. It's the big one that we're working on right now.
Oh, do we want to talk about the title of it and kind of the process that's going to go through it?
I don't know if I want to spoil too much.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to.
I don't know. I think a trailer's coming out soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something's
yeah.
coming out soon, so we won't spoil too much on that. But my sister is a thespian. She's been doing it she's been doing it since she was 15 years old.
Yeah, theater major in college. all
Theater
that
major in
stuff.
college,
So-
man. So we got some real talent. Really, it's all, I feel like the heaviest burden is my story good enough? Like, man, I feel
Well, I feel
so self-conscious and I feel nervous as hell every day working with you guys.
Me and your sister have both read, the script that we're gonna end up reading as we're going along, and playing the part and stuff. And I feel like it's definitely something that draws you in. Like, it's something that you definitely, as you start reading it, you get hooked into the fact of what's going on throughout this process. Definitely, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, and we've got like 20 scenes on our hands so far.
Yeah.
Which, not that big. I think it's probably like the first 10 minutes of a film.
Yeah, 10, 15 minutes,
approximately.
Yeah.
We got 20 scenes completely scripted out, written up, and she likes it. You seem to have liked what you've read so far.
Yeah.
I'm not happy because I fucking wrote it, so I'm not happy at all about it.
I mean, just like the film we done tonight,
You did say that, yeah. I mean, all right. So let me ask you this. Let's segue into that. Knowing that you have kids, knowing that you have a woman that you have had these kids with, and you're dedicated to, and you followed through with, I would call you spiritually married.
Yeah.
I know that
absolutely.
you haven't done it in a legal sense, but I don't feel like, as a Christian, I don't feel like that the legal doctrine is all that there is to it. I think once you're spiritually there, once you are one, that's it, right?
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. Back then,
And they didn't have governments and stuff like that.
They-
so,
you know, so-
I mean, how did this make you feel? Shooting those shots, watching those playbacks with me, knowing what the intention of the film was.
It made me feel a little like kind of terminally sad as I'm watching it. You know, like it kind of kept me in like a depressed state to where as we went back and watched the filming of it and stuff, to where I could continue the process of the project, and then going back and like watching it as we're editing it through and completing it and everything. I don't know. It definitely something that would eat me up inside if I wasn't the one that portrayed the role.
Yeah.
You know. So
No, I mean, we both did it.
yeah.
Mine's fucking terrible. You guys can watch his version of the film. It's on our channel, but we'll go ahead and play it on this podcast. My version of the film, and I shot that shit solo with a few shots from my wife, and we'll let you guys be the judge of it. Go ahead and roll that shit up. All right. Yeah, it was fucking bad.
definitely room for improvement. I would have to say.
Room for improvement. I'm gonna have one of these. It is. When I was shooting it, I thought that I was giving a good emotion. I thought that I was So at first, when I was shooting it, I was like, the lighting is fucking perfect. It was pitch black outside. I get to control every aspect of lighting.
Right.
I get to control that.
Right.
And I did control it. You know, I threw up some negative space. I threw up some positive space. And I feel like what we did together actually turned out tenfold. But maybe that's the thing. Like, maybe that rehearsal by myself, walking myself through it, putting myself in your shoes as you're going to be doing it.
Right.
I think maybe some of that fed through.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Especially when I had a few, and I was coaching you a lot better. I was coaching you a lot better than I was in the very beginning. I'll be honest.
I gotta say the difference between you having a little bit of a tipsy drink in you compared to when you're sober, your coaching does come out a lot easier and a lot smoother as you're filming. Not gonna lie, you know. But I mean, the whole process made us both completely nervous. I mean, we were sweating profusely, and it's not even hot in here.
It's not even hot in here. Yeah, it's not. I was sweating my ass off. I had the rag on me the entire time.
Oh, dude,
God.
It's definitely something that whenever you take a step back and you look at the actual filming process of movies and everything, you can actually put yourself in the role of an actor that's like, dude, this shit is definitely nerve-wracking. Even though there's nobody really watching you as you're doing your fucking part and it's all on camera, it still eats you up because you know it's going out there to everybody that's going to see it.
I think the problem is like, I knew what it was like doing it the beginning, and I wanted what me and you shot to be like 10 times better. Yeah. And I think, man, I am so proud of some of the fucking shots we got.
Oh, yeah.
As
absolutely.
our first film, even though
scene-
it's go ahead.
the closing scene, absolutely. I'm very happy with the closing.
The
scene
closing,
on that.
yeah, I think that closing kills it.
Yeah, it
It's
definitely
fucking
does.
strong. It's strong. I think even with just being our phones and our first film, I have the knowledge. You know, the knowledge is one thing. You can know J cuts. You can know, cutting from one scene to another with, a continuation,
Yeah.
a smash cut, a smooth transition, a hard cut. All these things, like the way that I understand them, right? Like you lift the bottle, one scene, cut from the other side, you're drinking the bottle. Type shit like that, right?
Right.
All that stuff is pretty simple in the main, scheme of things.
You gotta also, you gotta take into consideration the process of actually knowing and having the ability to put it all together smoothly.
I think the problem, like my thing is like, me and you spent 2.5 hours?
Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours for
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute of film. For
1
2.5
minute.
hours. 2.5 hours.
Maybe a minute and a half. We're still working on the editing process, but
That definitely puts into perspective why it takes so long to create a fantastic 1 hour to hour and a half movie before they even are able to put it out.
and ours is amateur at best.
Yeah, definitely amateur.
You
I
know,
mean, obviously, we're brand new to everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta say, like, I think the storytelling is really good. I think the emotion, like, it was the small stuff I noticed you do that really drove it home for me that I think you'll be good at this. I think all the future stuff that we do together is gonna be really good. And once we introduce my sister into this,
well, I mean, think about it. Doing what we do, truck driving,
yeah,
we have to wear a mask every day when we go into work anyway. I mean, constantly, because you never know, like,
well, we
anybody's
as
attitude
humans,
towards us.
we as
Yeah.
humans have to wear
Naturally.
masks.
Yeah, just naturally. So whenever you take into perspective, take out the fact that you're actually like...
Society is acting, dude.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Take
Yeah,
out the
man.
fact that you're trying to portray a role and just portray it how you would if you were in those shoes every day.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to force yourself into a mood.
I'm sorry. I gotta point this out.
What?
In the middle of the podcast, you're looking at the screen and not the camera.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute.
He's over here like, yeah. You're over here. He's looking over there.
Hey, like I said, I'm brand new to this, man.
Dude, do you think we have passion?
Oh, absolutely.
We have
Yeah,
drive.
no, I agree with you.
And I feel like do you feel like talent is a thing that comes into for like people have natural born talent? I would say my sister is naturally talented. Once these guys see this film,
Talent is also learned. Like, so as you're going through a process, like I'm a truck driver, I mean, we've said it multiple times. I'm naturally gifted at getting behind the wheel of a vehicle and being able to learn the process of driving it within 5 minutes.
yeah,
I'm not going to be a pro at it, but I'm going to be good enough. I'm not going to hurt anybody.
right.
Right. Okay. So like the process of like doing the filming and everything, that's something that I'm definitely learning as we go. It's not something that's just naturally born into me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
it's a learned habit.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And, I think for the people, the cinemaphiles or people who are critiques will notice a few scenes there
Oh,
where...
I'm not. The film we made, I'm not looking for professional critiquers to come in and just tear us apart.
Imagine,
like,
imagine like somebody from Sundance is watching. They're like,
But I mean, it's definitely a.
they're like, it's got potential, but these guys don't know what the fuck they're doing.
That's a little bit of a cringy moment. I think it might, which I'm sure there might be for even people that aren't professional critics and judges.
But that's why there's bloopers.
Absolutely.
That's the entire reason. There's bloopers for a reason. They put those at the end of credits all the damn time.
And we've got a couple of them that we're probably going to put up.
in my version of it, so for anybody who wants to know, it's Altoids. We take Altoids as the pills because Altoids look realistically like pills.
Yeah, they look like a fucking horse pill.
Yeah. So my take of it in my version, I take the Altoids, I drink, and then it all comes up. Let's play it. Play that shit. Play that.
Just fucking.
It's fucking terrible, man. It's so bad. It's beyond fucking bad. I didn't expect it to be so sour or like minty. Like, I don't know what I was expecting from it.
It definitely, like, whenever you put the liquid in on the Altoids, it definitely enhances all that shit, and it starts to kind of give you this foamy kind of burn in your mouth that you have to try to hold in throughout the process of the camera.
I would say, so just like, a little bit behind the scenes, one shot, it's all tea. We're drinking tea out of the bottles.
Yeah.
And the Altoids really killed it, man. I feel like, God, the tea Altoid combination.
It almost looks like a big Oxycontin pill whenever it drops out onto the table.
Speaking of, Oxycontin, not even a fucking segue here. The peroxide. The peroxide scene. The ending.
Dude.
That's hydrogen peroxide that we used for that portion of the film. How do you feel? That came out good? You felt good about it?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I feel like that final scene, especially at the end where like, I start to let the foam roll out of my mouth, it definitely was a high point in the film.
Yeah.
But in the process of, like, trying to hold that shit in while you're sitting there waiting for the fucking moment you get to release it, dude, that's hard.
It's hard.
Because you can feel it building up in your cheeks and everything until you actually open the seal and let it start to fall out.
So, I want to close, because we're coming up on it. We don't want this to be too long. We don't want to kill it.
Right.
Even though I feel like we could go for fucking, another hour. I want to say that I'm really happy with this. Both, I think mine was a test for sure. It was definitely an experience to see what he was going to go through, what I could coach him on. I think it made me better at directing you a little bit throughout some of the stuff.
I feel like that's a process directors should do. They should put themselves in an actor's shoes to see exactly how the process is going to play out and which ways they can coach it to make it better.
Yeah. And I think it worked out. Yeah. I think it came out really well. Your version of it came out probably tenfold than mine did.
I wouldn't necessarily say tenfold. I mean, there's high points, but I do think that it was definitely something that was good for an amateur film.
But I would like to close on, this is a formula that we plan on doing after every shot, after every release. We want to get together. Today it was just me and Zach, and then hopefully in the future it's me, Zach, and a multitude of other people. But we really appreciate you guys just tuning in for this little bit behind the scenes and talking about it. And we hope you enjoyed the short film that we released. And if you didn't, I mean, there's a comment section. Let us know what we could do better. Maybe we don't know a technique that would make this film even better than what it is now.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe 5 years down the line, we redo it.
Yeah.
With all the experience that we gather, maybe we redo it in the future and see what it looks like then.
Definitely open to constructive criticism. That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
sure.
Don't be completely negative. But if you got something that you feel like we could do better, let us know. I'm down for that shit all the time.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, this was fun, man. I appreciate it. I had a blast.
I appreciate everybody tuning in, and thank you for actually enjoying it and giving it at least a chance. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one, and hopefully we got another one coming your way very soon. Peace.
That went well, dude.
Yeah.
That went really good. I almost feel like we're better at podcasting.
Fuck the films. We're podcasters now. No, I feel pretty good about it, man. Yeah. Damn, yeah, that went really good. That was it. That was all the fucking film we had.
Dude, 26 minutes. I feel like that's enough to grab somebody's attention, get them in, and then by the time it's closing, they're like, okay, I feel like that's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I feel like if we were trying to go like an hour or more, we'd be repeating ourselves a little too much. You know what I'm saying?
So you think like 30 minutes from here on out?
Yeah, like a 30-minute session, But, I mean, as it grows and shit gets bigger, definitely we're going to have more things to talk about.